All right, what's up? Movie reviews with a real one. This one, shocking. Today's Squid Game. Number one, I'm late to the party. That's all right. You know what I mean? I always say the party ain't jump until I get there anyway. So you know what I mean? But Squid Game. I can say that at first I was hesitant, didn't really want to watch it because I was being lazy, dog. I didn't want to have to read the subtitles, you know what I mean? And then but then I was getting down to my last movies and I was like, I gotta watch it. So I put it in and you know what? 5 stars, dog. 5 stars from top to the bottom. And someone told me that they watched it and the subtitles didn't even really, it didn't even get in the way, that they didn't think about it. And me too, after I started watching it, like, I didn't even think about it. Like, I was so wrapped up into the show. Like, oh man. So, Squid Game. It's a TV series on Netflix. It's in Korean. It's a Korean story. And, has subtitles. I'll give you that. But, first, let's talk about it. Cinematically, it's amazing. 5 stars. I think it's probably the best one on the nomination list already. But I'll explain it real quick. There's a guy who has a serious gambling addiction in Korea, and he's constantly betting on horses. And he goes to the track. He lives with his mom. He lives off his mom. And he's at the racetrack today, and on the first day. And you know, it's weird. Side note, their money is won, WON, and also I don't know the ratio. It seems like it's really off, like 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, like $4. I don't know the ratio, so that's the thing that threw me off. But I think he said he won 40,000. I think, I don't know, but he won at the races. He won a big money at the races. He came out with all his friends, and some people that he owes money to show up at the gates, and they chase him down. When they chase him down, he's running. He runs through the hallways. He bumps into this late girl. He stops, helps her up, gives her a drink back, and the guys catch him. They throw him into the bathroom. He's like, "Where's the money? Where's the money?" And they're all jumping. He's like, I got money right now." And he reaches in his thing to grab the money, and the money, his pocket has a hole in it. Well, when he had won the money, he gave the teller one of the dollar bills. I think it's like 10,000. I don't know. He throws it down like, "You keep that and give that to, do something nice for yourself." He was playboying it out. So he noticed that when the pocket that he put in is cut open, and he realized that when he bumped into that girl, she picked his pocket. So he's like, "Damn, I ain't got no money." Well, the guy said, "Well, since you ain't got my money, I'm gonna give you 3 days. And for right now, I'd like you to sign this some permission to have to take his kidneys and his eyes. Like, he do it with your fingerprint." So he puts his thumbprint on it, and he goes back, and he goes home. When he goes home, his mom's like, she doesn't have all the money. She's poor. She goes out to work. She's tired of working. He goes up into the cabinet. He finds her credit card. He goes and runs up the money off the credit card. So later he has to have a birthday with his daughter, who's with her mom now, because he's nobody right now. And he takes her out. He can't really afford anything because he got all the money taken away. So he's having that like hot dog dinner, and he's really depressed. Takes her home, but on the way back on the subway, this guy comes and sits right next to him. He's like, "What's up?" He's like, "What's up?" And he says, "Hey, you want to play a game?" He's like, "Yeah." He goes, "No." He said, "Let's play this." He opens up a briefcase. In a briefcase, it has these 2 envelopes, red and blue, and then it has like $1 million on there. And he's like, "If you want to play this game, or you can win this money." He's like, "All right, what's the game?" So I guess in Korean, as a child game, they used to have a game where you put one envelope down and you throw another one down on top of it to see if you can flip it over onto the other side. So he's like, "All right." So he said, "If you win, it's one round. If you win, you can have all this money." So he's like, "All right." So he hits it, and it doesn't do anything. And he's like, he goes, well, I lost. I don't have anything to give. He's like, well, you can pay me in slaps. He's like, what? And he's like, let me slap you. He's like, all right. So he slap the shit out of him. Then he was like, So he's like, you could go again. And he kept doing it. And every time he's missing, you see him, the guy's just slapping the shit out of him. So at the end, he finally hits it and flips it over. He's like, you got $1 million. Like, oh, thank you, Big Daddy. And he takes his money. And while he takes the money, he also gives the guy a card. He's like, if you want to play any more kid games or for more money, hit me up. So goes back home, like pays some of the stuff. He's acting willy with the money. And then somehow he gets broke again. And now he gets dire. So he remembers his mom said she needs surgery on her feet. I mean, she goes to the doctor. The doctor says she has diabetes and that they might have to amputate her feet if they don't get some money and surgery to get that thing going. And all kind of problems to show him. His daughter's going to leave to America here in a few, and he doesn't have enough money to get a lawyer. So he starts thinking about that card. He calls that card. They come swoop him up in a van. And he gets in the van. When he gets in the van, everybody in the van is already asleep. He's like, that's weird. Everybody's asleep. How y'all doing? And then some gas just comes out. That nigga just ends up asleep too. He ends up in this gymnasium with like beds stacked 8 to 6 on top of each other. And all these people wake up. And they have nothing on but a gym suit with a number on it. And it's like, we're about to play a game. They bring him into the room. First game they play is red light, green light. Like outside, and like this doll says, I'm gonna say red light, green light, and when I turn back, nobody better move or you're eliminated. They play the first game. When they run red light, green, when she turns, the people that move, guns come out, pow, 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 pow. People start dying. Everyone starts running. When they start running, everyone's getting shot. Boom, boom, whoever's moving. So people that are still in the game, they try to stay still until she says red light, green light. They try to run. You have to ram and get to the line. It's a bunch of kid games in real life, and those who lose are eliminated by death. And there's all kind of kid games for money. And everyone who dies, their money gets thrown into a pot. And everyone who dies, the more people that die, the pot gets bigger and bigger and bigger. The last person gets all the money in the pot. Squid Game. I swear, like, I couldn't stop watching it. It was just great cinematic, your whole story, all of it had kind of break it down a little bit. I hope there's a season 2. Squid Game, if you get a chance. It's really